Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like how to do, you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to No Let's Know Pro Teaches Noobs. Today with me, first time in quite a while, Ian.
Hello.
And today we are going over Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell. Charles Soule and Steve McNiven. Yep. And which is fitting because this is basically an alternate Daredevil at the end. And since you were there for End of Days, kind of fitting that you're here for this one.
I do enjoy some Daredevil.
Yep. Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell, Harbor View Cemetery, Staten Island. Hello. Cold today. Bet it's colder down there, though. Okay, you're gonna love this. Hey, Matt, she said. It's Jessica Jones. Don't know how she looks these days, but the voice is the same, like a sexy cement mixer. We caught up a little, and no, I didn't ask her if she can still do the things she used to be able to do. If the answer was yes, then I feel bad. If it was no, then she would. So I didn't ask. She said she'd have come to me sooner, but didn't realize I survived the war. I told her I didn't fight. I was inactive by then. No powers, just an average Joe. An average blind Joe. Then again, you never had powers. It never stopped you from throwing a punch. Yeah, you'd have been out there, all right, swinging away. Anyway, she asked me if I had any regrets. I told her no, not a one. Everything that's happened to me is all part of God's plan. What a beautiful life I have. Beauty and joy, as far as the eye can see. Wilson Grant Fisk. Husband, father, king.
That's not ominous.
What a beautiful phrase. Kind of covers it all. Don't please, mister. Dark. Light. Don't bother and don't get yourself too bothered. It's all God's plan. Nothing you could have done about it in any case. I understand the attraction. It's a nice bit of hand waving, a catch-all that pushes aside the necessity for deeper examination of responsibility. Priests love it. They tell it to their passioners when something terrible happens, as a way of framing bad things in a good way. Priests have said it to me, but they're saying it a lot these days. Oh boy, cameras everywhere. Buy war crypto bonds. Support your heroes overseas. Go on up. I hate this part. These ferries are all at least 50 years old. They sink sometimes. I like to keep my feet on solid ground. And it stinks in here. I don't smell it like I would have, not in the old days, but there's too many people. Too many. Some of them are sick too, or medicated. We're moving. Not a long ride, but long enough. Too long. Can't breathe down here. Air is cold, like breathing at knives, but better. Great minds, huh? Sometimes you just need a little fresh air. Not like you could call the air in New York Harbor fresh, but it beats the murk down below. I get why people don't come out here much, though. And damn DBs. Damn disgrace is what it is. And they just left it like that. Ain't you gonna say something? You got no opinion on the issue of the day? Standing there in that fancy scarf, too good to talk to the likes of me? Don't you see it? You look up there and you don't feel nothing? What kind of psychopath? Oh, hey, sorry about that, man. Didn't realize you was blind. Didn't mean nothing by it. You want to know what I think? It's all part of God's plan. Never surrender. Never forget. I'll say this. World still feels a lot better than it was in Bendis' story. Remember how miserable it was there? It was like Hell Kitchen infected the whole world.
Yeah. I'm still trying to put together what exactly happened. Like, I have pieces, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll get to it. But basically, Matt, as you can definitely tell, is truly blind. His powers
Right,
gone.
no, I got that.
Yep, a lot of hero powers gone.
I can't tell if it's because of age or because of something that a villain did.
Something took it away. Something took him away.
Got it.
On back in Manhattan. Thank you, Jesus. That took too long. Need to get back to the kitchen. Marlon probably had to handle today's delivery. That'll be a total. Oh, hey, spare anything? Call it out here, and I'm hungry. Sure, friend. Let me see what I've got. This guy's low, down and out. Not his fault these times. These dark, ugly times. Take what you need, but leave me what you don't, okay? You're not the only hungry one. Going down. Gonna break my goddamn neck. Move, touch, feel. You know how to do this. God helps those who help. Why did you do that? Yeah, because I wanted to. Love me some money. Screw you, man. Screw you. Leave me some money. Screw you, man. Screw you. I'm not the only hungry one. That's true. I'm starving. And now don't scare the man, Clarence. I'm just playing, Georgie. You see the flip he did? That was cool. Just listen to me. There's no reason to hurt anyone. Shut up. Give us everything you got, not just the small bills. What I got is about $30. Buy you guys lunch, maybe. I won't hold it against you. It's tough out there. Or you can go back. You can come to the soup kitchen I run, about 5 blocks north, 49th and 9th. Paddle and Jacks. Free hot meals on the regular. No preaching. Even got a few beds, but they fill up fast. No strings. I'm blind, fellas. I won't be able to tell you apart from any of the other folks that come in. Good to know. Hey, the cane. You don't need the cane. Please. You're lucky I'm a nice guy. Listen, tink. You can do it. It's right there. Idiot. Full house today, Mr. Murdock. I know, Angie. I can tell by how long I've been pearl diving back here. Latest update from the Southern Front. That's good. It's what we're here for. And General Barton's border teams have captured 4 attempted DB infiltrators in the last week. A promising result that suggests, bless you, Mr. Murdock. Give the blessing to Angie's, Benny. She's the one who definitely has better things to do than feed a bunch of sad sacks their lunch. Back in a sec. Got it, boss. Go! Faster! Move! Out of my way! Oh, God! Oh, God! They've got a... That smell. Like battery acid and burning hair. No, it's not a scent. I'm hearing it! And his powers come back all at once. I can't breathe. Please, someone. Too much. Head's gonna split. How is this happening? Matthew, get it together. I can't. Everything is screaming at me. Choose one thing. Just one thing. Find her. Please, anyone. I'm here. I'll get you. Stare barely holding it together. One step, then another. It's easy. Just keep walking. Take her. Get as far away as you can. We don't know if there's going to be another explosion. I can't. Help's coming. I can hear it. Thank you, old timer. Leg feels busted. Not sure I can walk. Mr. Murdock. Angie, what are you doing? It's not safe out here. The smoke. We don't know what it is. I'm here for you. The smoke and the R alarm. R alarm? Smoke? That means radiation, of course. That's more what that noise was. The scent. My power's activating. It's like, oh my God. It's the exact same radiation fluid. It's the exact same. Angie, I'm grateful, but you don't need to worry about me. Get this man back inside. The police, ambulance, I can hear them. They'll be here very soon. Be brave now. No fear. Can you do that? I can do that. Have to understand this. Follow the scent back to the source. Find out what happened. Radar's back too. I can't see, but I can see. Sublate platform, mostly collapsed. Unstable. Don't know how the roof is still holding. Need to be quick. Listen. No movement. All dead. That went like a charm. Eh? Kaboom! And look at what I got. Gonna take this back to the boss. Bet he'll love it. Cap shield. Put on your mask, you moron. Nah, man, I'm feeling good. I want whatever this is gonna give me. You see, and you'll see, you're gonna be jealous. Just move, man. We did our job. Just move. Dunk, dunk. But what is that? I've been hearing it since the start. Steady as a bass drum. Wait, I know that sound. Murdock, it's Steve!
He has some rebar through him.
Oh, trust me. Yeah. What the hell are you doing here? You're inactive. You're gonna die. My powers are back. Something in the explosion triggered them. It was a dirty bomb, I think. The DBs probably. The radiation must have. Doesn't matter. Can you hold on? Emergency teams are coming. I'm not going anywhere. Wasn't the DBs. Take the girl. Get her out. She's important. She's the reason this happened. She's what he wanted. I saw it. Go, Matt. Right now. Can't hold this. But as you go, listen. There was a shipment. Military. It's collapsing. Man, moving chemicals from one base to another. Old stuff. Part of a plan to get ahead of the DBs. New Warrior project. Move, Matt. Up. You wouldn't believe how high it goes. How deep. How far back. Dance through it. Go. And out. Sir. Help her. Tunk, tunk. He's still alive. Get to him. Tunk, tunk. I hear you. Tunk, tunk. This is why I'm supposed to save you. I'm the only one who he knew. That's why he sent me in the path of the Cap's dead. Look at this thing. This is the real deal. Maybe I'll hold it onto it. Probably worth a bundle. Boss here's about it. You're dead. I know you're a dumbass, but be smart. I see you. You hear that? Incoming! What the hell is that? I see you. Murdering bastards! Oh, damn! Kill this old piece. Easy. Like you wish. But get going. Somebody's weird about this guy. Cowards. Like, you see how he moves? You guys see how he moves? Seeing it right now. He's still coming. The guy wants to play hero? You're damn right I'm still coming. You can't hide. Not from me. I got your scent. This guy wants to play hero? Let's give him some people to save. Uh-oh. The screams. They just ran over them. Catch them. Show them what it feels like to get run over by a truck. Swing out. Land in the van roof. Calculate the arcs. You've done this 1,000 times before. 1,000,000. Take the club at... Oh, you old fool. Son of a... Hey! Close. Could have ended right there, you idiot. It's not the old days. You can't move like that anymore. You're going to pay the price tomorrow. Where? Stretch the radar. Zero in. Where? There. Gone. But I've got your scent. Boss! We're back. You missed us? Brought you back a present. Come on, man. Gonna get us all killed. Don't know why everyone's so afraid of him. What's he gonna do? When he sees this, he'll probably give me a nice big hug. Hey, job went well. Got away pretty clean. Pretty clean. Just another way of saying dirty. But yeah, I heard about it on the news. Radio. Big boom. That's good. Now we wait and see. Had a couple of surprise guests, boss. One of them was an old friend of yours, I think. Grab this off before we bailed. Eh? Oh my. I ain't seen this in years. If I could just stop twitching for half a sec. Ah! Okay. There we go. I knew you was out there. I knew it. You came. You noticed. You wanted to. I know it. The Steve Rogers I know wouldn't let this go easily. He coming for it? Not likely, boss. He's dead. But there was this other guy jumping around like crazy. Older redhead, lengthy, dressed up almost like a priest. He looked like a priest. Well, that is very interesting. This means a lot to me, This is a gift. In fact, I say that everything is right on target. Bullseye, of course.
Yep.
Which I say that's already a step up from what Bendis did.
I mean, I would say if you're doing a final Daredevil series,
Either Kingpin or Bullseye.
or both.
Or both, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's like Batman and Joker. I mean, Batman has tons of villains, but if you're doing a final Batman story, you got to do it with the Joker.
Yep. Remember this? Of course you do. You worship the guy. He was everything you weren't and ain't. But it burns you up that I've got it. You want to hold it? You want to hold it, Frank?
That's just wrong.
But hey, Punisher is ingrained into Daredevil just as much. Of course, he's going to be a big part of the story. Maybe you thought, yeah, and he'd get you up and down and off that wall someday. Ain't happening. He's dead. Captain America dead. KIA. But my guy, they tell me there was another fella in the mix out there. Skinny old ginger, jumping, flipping, trying to save people. Ain't that interesting, Frankie? Ooh, he's testy today. You miss the old days, Castle? Because I sure do. Whatever has happened, whatever will happen, it's all part of God's plan. How's that for the start?
Very evocative. There's a lot of stuff I'm interested / concerned about thematically, but like in terms of creating an impact, it's very well calculated and executed.
Yep. Very much so. Very much so. But yeah, and artwork is phenomenal.
It's not what I expected from McNiven. I think of McNiven as being from, a Dexter
Civil War.
Yeah, the really clean lines.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of the wrinkles. I am not a fan of going over the top wrinkles.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you're doing,
but why are they more wrinkly? But why are they more wrinkly than Matt?
Because they're more evil. Haven't you played Mass Effect?
But Frank, you can't say he's evil.
Frank is a dark character. I'd agree he's not evil, but he has lived with anger in a way that I think would age him more than even Daredevil. I mean, Daredevil does live with anger, but he strives after righteousness, and Frank doesn't really care as much about being good so much as hurting evil, and that
true,
I think, leaves more of a mark.
So what are the concerns you have?
Well, I don't know who the DBs are. I don't know what the war is, and so
none of it's really important. That's the thing. Okay. None of it's just background setup.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but like I say, are you going with Charles and Steve since they're the ones who did the Wolverine stuff? It's fitting. They did Death in Return. They did Death in Return of Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're the ones who did both of them.
Interesting. I didn't realize it was Soul.
Yeah. now, what did you think about McNiven's coloring? Because he did the coloring.
I thought it was very. I mean, it's not flashy, but it's good.
It is. I'll be honest.
Like, it works perfectly. There's no panels I'm like, oh, that's bad. It's not like there's no Dark Knight Strikes Again panels where I'm just like,
no. But I gotta say though, I'm not a fan of McNiven's artwork with washed colors. I gotta be honest, his art style works with digital coloring.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see this with like Brad Anderson or Elizabeth Breitweiser or
what's his name? He's the guy who did Civil War.
I don't remember, but like.
Oh, and I'm looking it up.
Brad Anderson's pretty close to the Civil War colors. He's really good on the warm yellows and reds that I think makes it pop.
Molly and Hollowell.
Yeah, I would have been cool to see this with that. But I mean, I understand if you're going for a Dark Knight Returns look, that washed color is a big part of that look.
True, but it kind of reminds me of, who's that artist who usually has this type of wash coloring? The name keeps popping and then it keeps dropping.
Chris
Uh,
Burnham? Frank
no,
Whiteley?
no, neither of those. It's that type of scratchy art style. Hold on.
I mean, we're not saying Tim Sale, right?
Just a moment. Where is it? It's because I can barely remember how to say his name. It reminds me of Giuseppe Gamonpoli.
Camuncoli, the Italian guy.
Yeah, its coloring reminds me of that.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like the artwork you see with his pencils.
Also, another Italian, Carmine Di Giandomenico, I would say also has a similar style and often goes with a similar coloring.
Yeah, that's what it more reminds me of, right down to the wrinkles.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but now from this point on, it's not McNiven on coloring because again, it was too slow of a process.
Yeah,
Dean White.
I mean, was this every other month?
Yep, it was.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
it's longer too, so.
But yeah, basically, they don't even go that far detail on who the DBs are or anything. They just simply say there's a warhead. Its power faded away while war ravaged the U.S., leaving New York in despair and without superheroes. So basically, they don't even go into much detail about it because it's not really important.
Now this is Dark Knight Returns.
Yep.
Huge page full of panels.
The bells of St. Patrick. I heard them then, all the way from the kitchen. Clear as the bell. I hear them now, ringing to commemorate the end of the war that never ended. They sound clear, precise. It's like I'm 12 again, when the power was fresh. But I'm not 12, and this little adventure isn't going to last. I can hear it. Every stroke, every time those bells ring, it's getting fainter. If you weren't me, if you weren't Daredevil, you'd never notice. But I am Daredevil for now. So basically, he got a supercharge of his power, but it's not going to last.
Got it.
So he's on a ticking clock. The powers are fading second by second. I've got days at most. That explosion, that bomb, it killed Cap. He died saving that little girl. Said this goes deep. He's dead. Steve Rogers is dead. I need to get to work. I can go deep too. This guy wants to play hero. I got their scent. Information on the kitchen explosion remains and at this point. First responders are having difficulty clearing debris because of radiation levels in the reception down here is garbage. You need some help, boss? I could get the boys. We can go out at my ear, boss. Why'd you? Was aiming for your eye. Leave me. And look at this. He's shaking so much he has to do the pin therapy. What do you think about that he shakes so much he needs the pin therapy to be able to function?
So is I can't remember. Is Bullseye a meta? Is his aim a meta ability?
Nope.
It's just he's really good at it?
Yes. That's why he needs a steady hand and why he can mess up like this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But leave me be, idiot. Can't you see I'm trying to find something? Someone special. Listen, Matt, you can hear like a kid again. So what do you hear? Rage. It's everywhere in the city. People are terrified of what happened, of what might happen. Everyone is everyone's enemy. Anyone who needs help is weak. They can't let themselves be weak. Not in this world. They tell themselves they're strong. They're just afraid for survivors. But where are you? Why are you hiding? I can make you happy. You can make me happy. I feel so what? Bright. What is this? What's happening? Don't know. Maybe some kind of DB. Ah! My eyes, blind. I'm blind. It was like the sun. She was like the sun. Another incident, this time in Times Square. It's unclear if it's another explosion. Initial reports describe a young woman, a girl, hovering above the ground and unleashing an incredible bright wave of light. Boys, time to roll! Times Square, not far. We could have gone there in 2 minutes in the old days. And drive, go, boss was serious. It'll be serious if I flip the ambulance. Just shut up, I'm going. Oh my God, is it going to happen again? Just keep running. What happened? No way. You used to do this every day. You used to do this for fun. Don't think about how much it hurts. Just be him. Daredevil. Look who makes an appearance.
I'm guessing Jessica Jones, since they mentioned her.
Nope.
Elektra?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. It's like this whole story, I can summarize this. It's like the opening Two-Face story mixed in with the Joker story.
Okay.
That's what this is for Dark Knight Returns, if you're comparing to Dark Knight Returns.
Sure.
I can't see. Someone please help me. I'm here. You're experiencing flash blindness. It's rarely permanent. Your eyes took in more light than they were ready for. That's all. They'll heal. How do you know? How do you know that? What if you're wrong? What if I'm blind? Don't be afraid. I got you, ma'am. Come this way. That girl, she just went up in the air and... What are you sensing, Matt? What do you remember? From the tunnel after the explosion was Cap, strawberry lip balm, and pencil erasers. The girl, she ran this way, got this far, and she was gone. Taken. Stolen. There you go, kid. Get some rest. Looks like you could use it. Living on the street ain't easy. I know. You're lucky we found you. Real lucky. Lucky for you, easy for us. You're radioactive. You know that? Not too much, but enough. Boss gave us a gadget. Picked you right up. You're gonna love the boss. He's really excited to meet you. Gonna lose his mind. And if I want mindless speculation now, Nelson, I'd have called my husband. I mean, nothing I say is mindless, Corley, which is, in fact, why you called me. But speculation is all we've got. Nobody's talking about what happened in Hell's Kitchen. My government contracts have gone as quiet as a church mouse. Could have been the DBs, but it doesn't really track. And now this new thing in Times Square. Yeah, about that. You think they're connected? Think. Do you think the bad old days are back? Nelson? Could be, Coralie. Could be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go. It seems I have another meeting. Maud, where's my coat? Oh, on the hook, just like always. Are you going out, sir? Not out, Maud. Up. Foggy. Matt, my God, are you out of your mind? It's so good to see you. But how? I was near the explosion in Hell's Kitchen. The radioactivity reactivated my powers, but I don't have a lot of time, Foggy. They're fading fast, and I have a lot to do. I need to find out who set off that bomb. I owe it to the city. I owe it to Steve Rogers. You owe it to yourself, Matt. My God, look at you. You're back. But I have to say, you'll be Daredevil again, but you'll still refuse to practice law? Where's the logic in that? You know what happened, Foggy. After Fisk, I can't do it anymore. Never again. My mission was all I needed. That's what I could do. But now, God's given me this chance. I can't waste it. I ignore this. I can't waste it. I can atone, Matt. Will you listen to me? You have nothing to atone for. If you want to run around rooftops, do it for the joy of it. Lord knows that's what I'd be doing if I got a new lease on. Matt, what's wrong? Matt! It's all right. It's like I said, the powers, they're in and out. You're going to get yourself killed. Not quite the tragedy it would have been when I was 25, Foggy. The government's running something called the New Warriors Program. I need to know what it is. That's the info I have. Use your connections. Find out for me. And Foggy, it's good to see you too. Property of Steve Rogers. All right, think. Your body's a mess, but your mind's sharp, and your senses are sharper. Those monsters came through here after they set off the bomb, plowed through this market. Evil. But evil leaves tracks. Put the picture together. Scraped around here. Left paint. One of the tents they ripped through. Dragged it along for a while. Saturated with their exhaust. Nice of them to leave me a pass. 2 million vehicles in New York City. I need to track a single exhaust trail. Almost impossible. But I could have done it back when I was young. Back at the beginning. And I could do it now. The new beginning. Where? There. You guys ever see the boss that happy? Give him that kid was like Christmas and his birthday and his ex fell off a bridge all on the same day. We did that for him. He ain't ever gonna forget it. Things are gonna change for us. Ah! Where? Where's the girl? Who's the... Oh, man, I know. Boss talks about you. Check it out, boys. It's Murder Daredevil. What are you, 100? Not quite, but it's been a while. What do you think, Murdock? You up for a fight? What do you think the boss will do if we bring him Daredevil, boys? Let's find... Yeah, let's find out. You're here for a reason. This is the path you've been set. This is all part of the plan. God can be cruel, but he's not foolish. He would not waste his warriors on one such as these. You will not die here today. Ah! Chink, chink, Maybe the boss would be happy if we brought this guy alive. He gave. Dead seems safer, and now it seems he'll take. Why? How about that? I killed Daredevil. Chink, 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 chink. And stand up, old man. It's not your time. See, now this does not look like a McNiven drawing.
Yeah, it looks like a Frank Miller drawing. Also, why is she not wrinkly? Like, all the dudes are like so wrinkly, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm about 40. What?
They actually point that out. That voice. Impossible. That scent. Evergreen blood in the air before a storm. Elektra. How can she be here? It's been so long since she's Elektra. No! Elektra, stop! You don't have to! No, not now, not. Get up. You dare. Rodent! Lady, please, you think you're a beast? You're prey. Elektra, I am the beast. Yes, you are. You always were. What are you doing? I need this one. I need him. This worm, take him. Thank you, Elektra. Yeah, thank you, Elektra. Seriously, you're... Ugh! And now you run. Tell him we're coming. Fast. How is she still so fast? Why? I told you I needed him. You shouldn't have touched me without permission, Matt. I'll ask again. What are you doing? Her voice, her body. She hasn't aged a day. Not in decades. They don't say why, but I'm pretty sure it's the hand.
So they're just doubling down on the hand being the League of Assassins, complete with Lazarus pits.
Something like that. I can do it again, Elektra, for a little while. I'm using the time to do something meaningful. Stop the people who set off that bomb. Save a child. I could use your help. I'm not here for that. That's not why I came looking for you. Then I don't have time for this. Be well, Elektra. I can give you time. As much time as you want. As much time as I have. Forever. With me. Forever. With her. Like we were. She can do it. And she is that beast. Together. Forever. Like we were. Forever. You said tell him we're coming. You know what's happening, don't you? The explosion, the rest. You know where that man's running to. Tell me, who is him? They're called the Triple Ring. I don't know where they're headquartered, but they answer to an old friend of ours. Boss, it was Daredevil or some other old guy in a suit. He could fight, though. And this woman, she was the devil, too. Worse, maybe. Dressed in red, curly dark hair. They knew each other. How wonderful. Did you hear that, Castle? Old friends. And new. Bite me, you creeps. Careful what you wish for. Frank loves to bite. But I never hurt you. You mean too much to me. You're my proof of concept. Fuck you! You don't know me. I know what you can do. Yeah, you do? Careful what you wish for. There it is. Daddy! Oh my. Beautiful little thing. My machine there keeps you in check. But I can tell. I can tell you're something special. What are you gonna do to me? Just keep you safe until the time is right. You're the start of everything. I'm off. Something important to do. If you get bored, ask my friend the wall to tell you a story. He's got a lot of stories. Fascinating life he's led. Your name's Frank. I'm Tyra. Elektra always did want things the way she wanted them. And this you is not what she wants. Forget her. We don't see Elektra for the rest of the story.
What? She just disappears?
Yep. Think about
That's
what
so
she gave
sad.
you. Yep. The Triple Ring. like on a dartboard. And at the center, Bullseye. But just right along here, boys. It's going to be like it used to be. Just you wait. This ain't nostalgia talking either. Not some old man's rose-colored glasses. You'll see. Yeah, Matt, I think I have what you're looking for. The New Warriors Project was a government-funded program, an attempt to reactivate the powered community to help with the war effort. The war's over, Foggy. They were going back to the old ways, old protocols, old things that worked to create superheroes. That included experiments with the super soldier serum and gamma and radioactive isotopes that made you, Matt. A shipment of that stuff was stolen. Dozens of barrels. No one knows who took it, but that bomb in Hell's Kitchen, it was riddled with it. About a barrel's worth. And the rest of it, it's still out there. Well, and here we are, boys. Beautiful, ain't it? Took a long time, and take a good long gander. You know what you're looking at? The future. So all that, the same chemicals that made him Daredevil. But by the way,
here's kind of small to me.
Well, here's the only point. How about Elektra? Sure, she looks great, but what did she compromise for that immortality? Anyway, I can't believe we're just one. But yeah, so apparently her immortality came at a cost.
Well, of course it did. If she got it from the hand.
Well, we don't know exactly if it's the hand. It's the implication it's the hand. But basically, there's a lot of unanswered questions. But in the case of the answers are important. It's what's happening now. Which has one similarity with Bendis' story, where they had a lot going on in the world, but we don't know what. But yeah, here's the last issue already.
Going quick.
Yep. But yeah. This is WNYC 820 AM on your radio dial, your news on the 9. And reports are coming in from all across Manhattan Island of something above Manhattan. A man on a line swinging between the skyscrapers, 50 stories above the ground. Who is this person? And why would anyone do something so dangerous? Whoever it is, he's dressed all in red, bright red, impossible to miss. He wants to be seen. Anyone listening to is probably thinking about the same thing as this humble broadcaster. We've all been keeping our eyes on the ground for so long. Maybe the mystery man's saying it's time to look up. And have you seen the Manhattan Flyer? If so, call in. We want to hear your story. That's him, boy. Flapping around in that suit of his like a red flag, and I'm a bull. Call me and calling me out. I aim to answer. Bullseye, boss. Don't make me laugh. This is delicate business. Got some potent medicine here. Been saving it up for a time when I gotta be my very best self. Oh, yeah, steady as a drum. Boss, that's a lot of... The come down's going to be pretty harsh. You sure you? Steady as a surgeon. You keep talking, boyo. Maybe I'll operate. Get the gear. Good crew, get the gear. It's time. Go on ahead. I'll catch up. Hey, kid, I don't say it enough, but I'm proud of you. Happy for you. You're going places, Tyra. Yeah, I think you're a damn psycho. Let me out of this thing. And trust me, you're safer where you are. Sit tight. I want to show you something. Nice, huh? Used this stuff when the shakes first came on, before they got too bad. That was a long time ago. Damn shakes. I got a fondness for this old thing in particular. Connect with your noodle. You think something, it does it. Old school tech. Don't make them like this no more. Just like us, eh, Frankie? Actually, yeah. Feels right. Shink! Ugh! Wish I had time to play, Castle. Too much on my plate. Busy. And it's nice to see you up and about again, Frank. You go ahead and have yourself a little fun, all right? You deserve it. Here, take this. Sure, boss. We going to war or something? With any luck. Rest of you, get in there. Left you a job to do. Punisher off the wall. Chink. Of course he's able to do that without anything. Like, all right, stay sharp. Where'd Mr. Nubs get to? Cut that out. Man's a veteran. Deserves some respect. There you are. And want you to know, I never felt too good about what Bullseye was doing to you, Castle. Glad I get a chance to put you out of your misery. Bullseye put him in that contraption? Nah, did it all by himself. Pretty amazing. He's gonna figure out how to use that suit. Bet you $1. And when he does, you guys are, whoa! Hey man, no need to. Whatever you want, you can just and you can get and we can get you. Just say the word.
Is
Oh,
the
crap.
bet you $1 a RoboCop reference?
I think so. Oh shit! Yeah. See what you get? Told you to figure it out. Someone owes me $1. Please, please don't. It's been too long. Listen, you gotta get the other guy too. He's the worst. I know where he went. I heard his guys talking about it when they kidnapped me. I can see you. I can show you. We can go together. Can't believe I'm out of this thing. I thought I was dead, or maybe worse. Thank you, Mr. Castle. New York
That's
City
actually
is-
a pretty decent Frank, I would say.
Unfortunately, though, in the end, we find out this is not good. You'll see why. All right, New York City is a predator. I can hear it. Stalking, feeding, digesting. Worse now than it ever was in the old days. So many people are turning their fear into other people's pain. Bullseye's bombs are the priority. They have to find them while I still can, while I still have these senses. But there's so many other ways I could help while I still can. Corner of 49th and 6th. All man's gonna die. Broad daylight, no one's even looking. I can. No, not now. Come back, come back. The power's not fading. Cutting in and out. Didn't expect that. But if I don't move fast, it'll be over. I didn't hear a saying. What is that? Power transformer is coming online. Big one. But what would need that much? Hello, New York City. It's been a bit. I hope you haven't forgotten me. I think about you all the time. But for the younger crowd, allow me to introduce myself. Bullseye. Remember? No, you probably don't. I mean, this whole town looks like a damn war zone. Used to be, we'd rebuild. No matter how much we lost, no matter how bad it got, we'd put it all back together so we'd be ready for the next thing. And when that came, a noble few would fight, and most of you would watch. Some of the fighters and a lot of the watchers would die. Some would live. I hope different each time, a little different each time. Hope and despair swirling all around. It was all like a ballet. I swear to God, you wouldn't believe the good that was done. The evil. We were the best and we were the worst. But now it's all just gray. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Blame the war. Blame the DBs. Blame apathy. However it happened, we've lost what made us powerful. We've forgotten how to dance. The wonder of seeing someone try to destroy everything for a reason we can't understand. The stakes so high you can't even breathe. We've forgotten how that feels. We've forgotten. But today, we remember. Holy hell, boss. Ah, right on time. May I? Be my guest. Just let me get a piece of him, too. I owe this guy. And so do I. Blam! In some ways, I owe him everything. Feels good. Doesn't this feel good? Keep that camera steady, or you're next. The crowd's going to want to see this. He's acting like this is all just entertainment. Maybe it always was. All right, old friend. Let's give him a show. What are you doing, Matt? Bullseye doesn't listen to pain. This won't. Where is he? Where is he? Ah! Break him. Shatter his rotten skull. God help me, he's right. This does feel good. What are they doing? This some kind of stunt or something? Don't know, but don't you want to see who wins? Not surprised you got the drop on me there, Daredevil. It's these shakes I got. Came on a while back. Not the fighter I was. I had to rethink all my techniques. It used to be I could shoot the wings off a fly. Still can. Just takes a lot more bullets. Move, Matt, move. Don't be where he wants you to be. Block them and sense them. Dodge wherever they are. You are not. Damn it. It's okay. You're okay. But needles. They barely got through the suit. They won't. Oh, no. Can't stand up. Poison on the needles. Didn't think this would be over so quickly. A little disappointing, but everyone says endings are hard. Can't make everyone happy. Be honest, pal. Isn't this the moment you were hoping for when you put that suit back on? I get it. Who wants to wither away when you could go out with a bang? He's going to do it. My God, he's going to do it. What the hell is that? Castle, you made it. Glad you're here, old buddy. Just what we needed. You still Got it, Frank. Don't let nobody tell you different. But I got things to do. We can play more later. Ah! Good God, man. Know when it's over. What do you think you're going to do? Ah! Took off his nose. Frank, stop. Show me. No. So Kingpin got killed by Punisher and Matt didn't stop him. And while they don't show it, I bet you Frank got off.
Oh, got off?
As in, didn't get arrested, didn't get sent to jail. Because why else? That's my guess. Because why else would he stop trusting the law? They don't say it, but that's my implication. No. Why did you stop Frank? The other one. He's a bad man. He hurt me. He hurt lots of people. He deserves what he gets. You're the girl, the one Steve Rogers was protecting. You're the girl with the light. He died for you, Tyra. People like you and me, with our gifts, it's our job to help. We don't kill people. We stop other people from being killed. That's what we do. That's what. Sometimes we fail, but we always try. Even with people like him. What's it going to take, Bullseye? Doesn't have to be like this. Where are the bombs? Oh, I'll show you. I want to thank you, old friend. We brought so many people here tonight. Not sure I could have done it on my own. They wouldn't have come if it was just me. We did this together. He looks like Red Skull. Because of the no nose and the red.
Yeah,
what is he? Can't see. Powers are almost gone. Can't. Wait. What is he? No, I need to see. I need to. Oh, God. Stop. See, that's the problem. This is it. This is why. Should have. The reason I'm here right now. Stop. Thank you, God. I'm sorry. I wish I found another way. Don't worry. I liked it. We both did our part. People will remember, but the show must go on. Boing, boing, doink, doink, dink. Bullseye. Oh, God, run. No, not again. Please, not again. Silence. The moment before people understand the scope of what just happened, before the pain hits, before the loss, before the fear, it will only last long enough for them to draw a breath, and then they'll begin to scream.
I have to say, I'm really not feeling why Frank should have killed this guy.
Hold on. I know what's in those bombs. I could smell it. Another dose. My punishment. Please, someone, help me. Anyone. My leg. Oh, my God, my leg. It hurts. I can't see. Get out of my way. Millie, where are you? It's so dark. What is this stuff? It's another attack. Can't see. Don't know which way to go. Move it. Oh, you bastard. He's dead. They killed my beautiful. Get the perp out of my way. Help. And they're here. The DBs. We have to fight. Could be anyone. All of us together. We can take them. And don't let them hurt us. Aye! Help us, dear God. Someone help us. Okay. Through the gut. No fixing this. But not in the best hospital in the world. This is it then. Maybe one move left, Murdock. Maybe. What's it gonna be? The explosion has knocked out the power out. No lights. The survivors can't see. Ah! Kill you! Out of my way! They're terrified, lashing out, hurting each other. Move! Stop! You're hurting me! How can I help them? How? You gave me back these gifts. Please, show me how to use them. Help me see. Head stuck with cotton from the blast. Fractures, losing so much blood. Agony. Radar sensors there, but just chaos. Everything around me. Broken. Ruined. There's nothing. Just destruction. No. A path. A way up. Is this why you fill my life with so much pain? Dad, Karen, Electra, Kristen, Mila, Sam, all the others. So many. Too many. For every joy, a greater loss. Am I just another Job? Or was there a lesson I was supposed to learn? Was it just how to keep going? If that's all, then I was a good student. My body's ripped apart, mouth's full of blood, fingers shredding. The only reason I'm still climbing is because I refuse to fall. I don't know why I've had this life, but whatever your intention, the lesson I learned ended up being very simple. There's always more pain. There's always more light. Tyra, Go away! You're a bad man. Frank was helping me and you hurt him. My name is Matthew, Tyra. Sometimes I am a bad man, but I think I've done more good than not. I always try. Always. That's what I want to talk to you about. Ugh! You heard the explosion, Tyra. A lot of people were hurt. The power's out. It's dark. No one can see. Everyone's so frightened, panicking. I can hear them hurting each other. There's rubble, collapsed building, people trapped. The helpers can't get through. It's going to get worse. This is why we have our gift. For times like this. You'll remember this moment for the rest of your life. The choice you make right now will define you forever. Do you hide in the dark or step into the light? I know you're frightened. It isn't fair that this has landed on you. You've been called, Tyra. It's never fair. The light, the moon. No, there's someone. Angel, an angel. I was wrong. Prideful. I thought I was chosen. But no, I was just an instrument. The light shines down. The voice stops. They realize what they're doing to each other, to themselves. They lift their hands again, not to hurt, but to help. They can see. I hear them speak. Their voices rough with Oz. Tyra's light burns away the poison in the air. But they haven't touched it. But they have touched it, or it has touched them. It's inside them now, and many of them are changed. Their feet lift off the ground. Their bodies take on new shapes, strengths, energies churn within them. They cry out with joy and astonishment, and yes, fear. But they will find their way. We all do. This is all part of God's plan. I can see it. So how was that?
Mostly effective.
Too much relying on vagaries. If you ask me.
There's two crucial structural problems for me.
Which is?
The first one is, unless your intention is to say that Frank was right, don't have Daredevil's saving of Bullseye result in Bullseye's plan working.
True, but in the end, it needed to work because clearly this sparks a new age of heroes.
So that's just bad writing. You could have had the disaster that requires Tyra powering up not be the direct result of Matt's failure.
True. Well, the thing though, again, the radiation is what sparks other heroes. We don't see it, but we're told it. It says other people start to lift from the ground. Their bodies take on new shapes and strange energy. So clearly
I don't disagree, but you could have had the explosion either be triggered before Matt stops Frank.
Yeah.
Or have a different construction. My problem is specifically Matt stops Frank and then
he killed him.
Does he?
Look, because we don't see Frank get up anymore, and she even says he's gone.
Well, yeah, but that could just be because he was going to die when he was released from the suit anyway.
True. It's hard to say.
I would have difficult time saying that Matt kills Frank when he refuses to kill Bullseye.
True.
But the second thing is, I think Tyra and the New Warrior stuff needed a little more
detail.
I needed more to care about.
Agreed. That I agree with, especially what was Bullseye's plan?
Yeah.
I get the whole
powers.
I think that might have been it.
Just it feels more about the result than necessarily the motivation.
How does this compare to End of Days?
I think this is definitely going to stick with me more.
End of Days got a little too. I think because the problem with End of Days, it was the aftermath to the end, and then working backwards.
Yeah.
And you had some ridiculous stuff like, oh, Daredevil's had kids with all of his different women.
Yeah, that was also really annoying.
It was just like everyone, even Echo. There was a picture that says "Mom," and it was a redhead.
I mean, so as a joke, I think it's funny, but
it's the city of Matt.
It doesn't make sense in a serious last Daredevil story.
And the fact that was a Bendis decision.
Yeah, this definitely sticks with me way more than End of Days.
This one feels more like a Dark Knight Returns, doesn't it? But you see what I meant by saying it's a bit more like the Two-Face story with a little bit of the Joker stuff added on.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I think that
Elektra, what was the point of Elektra? Besides, was it just meant to be her giving him a chance to step away and he wouldn't?
I mean, I get the emotional bit of it, but it feels like an unnecessary Easter egg rather than an essential thematic choice.
Right. Now, Bullseye, I thought was great.
I think Bullseye and Captain America and Punisher are all well done.
And I think Matt is still handled very well. And I do like, it's an interesting handling of his crisis of faith.
Yes.
It's very different. It's very different.
I appreciate that it does put his faith front and center, because I feel like a lot of writers kind of ignore it or handle it poorly. And I would say that in general, this was handled about as well as I've seen it.
Now, would you would you rate this, because you said you remember it, does that mean this is better than End of Days?
Oh, definitely better.
Yeah.
I mean, End of Days, part of the problem is it's 8 issues for less than half of that in terms of actual content.
Yeah.
This one, honestly, I think could have done with another issue.
I agree with that one. It deserved another one, but I think McNiven was already getting ready to do other stuff at DC because he's going to do that Tom King book. I think he only had time for 3.
And I think that it's probably better to go with shorter and harder hitting than longer and feeling padded.
Right. And I got to say, the questions raised, eventually you realize, yeah, they don't matter.
I mean, they don't matter for this story. I would be definitely interested in more stories that explored those questions.
But you see what I mean? How this is still a better world than the End of Days world, where it's, again, everything's Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, people seem to have better lives in that one, but really, were they really good lives?
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, having it be Bullseye, Frank, Steve, Elektra, and Matt, basically so many of the characters that even Frank had used, like Miller had used, was fitting.
Yeah. I was interested that they didn't choose to go with Nuke instead of Punisher, but I guess Punisher does have a lot of layers built on after Daredevil Born Again.
Exactly. And apparently this was influenced by the show.
I can sort of see that.
It's obviously not as set in the world of the show, but you could see a lot of the influence.
Well, I mean, the show was, for all that I have criticisms of the show, and I'm not one of the people who thinks that the show is perfect.
No.
It is one of the strongest adaptations of a comic ever done. I would say it's up there with the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy and the Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, just in terms of it has a vision and it executes on that vision. It's impeccable.
I will say this though, I can't be honest. I will defend the director's cut of the Daredevil movie.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's nowhere.
The director's cut, not the theatrical cut.
No, I agree. I think the director's cut is entertaining and has a lot more worth. Now, but I think the show is just better.
Now, what do you think about the whole fact that Matt didn't have his powers until the radiation? And him hosting a soup kitchen, that feels like something Matt would do if he didn't have anything left and he wasn't doing law.
I do love the soup kitchen. I think that's perfect.
Yeah. And him dressing like a pastor or priest.
Yeah, that was kind of a fun nod.
I mean, he isn't one, but he dressed like one.
I do wonder about the I don't know. I just kind of wish there'd been a bit more explanation of the powers faded because he got old, which makes sense, or if there was something else.
It could have been the age. It could have been the age. But yeah, and it's like, but the fact that he needed another dose of the radiation, but it only gave him a jolt.
Yeah. I thought that was clever.
Yep. Nice appearance of Stick, of course.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah, Steve was interesting, but the fact that we are only told he looked into everything, and again, we don't get, like you said, we don't get much about this New Warriors project or who the DBs are.
Yeah, I feel like I think what I'd most like would be more about Tyra and.
Now, the New Warriors project, I get it. I think we got enough of that. Basically, they were trying to recreate heroes using the old methods, and the one that Bullseye had taken was using that radiation. But here's the thing: how did they know what the radioactive stuff was?
Yeah, it's a little underexplained, I think.
Yeah, but no, I've realized Steve McNiven's artwork here. It's a mixture of Frank and Joe Quesada.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's not a bad thing.
No.
Because I'll be honest, Quesada, I would put him up there as one of the upper echelon of Daredevil artists. For what brief time he did.
I don't know if I've ever read Quesada's Daredevil.
He did the Kevin Smith one. Hold on.
Yeah, I definitely haven't read that because I don't want to.
Well, it's good.
No, I know it's good, but I don't want to read Karen's death.
Oh, you like Karen?
I do like Karen, mostly because of the show, and I understand that it's a different character, but.
Let me find it.
Well, I also like, so I'm kind of torn on Karen. I like Karen a lot in Born Again. I don't like Karen in Last Rites because I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Like Last Rites is, I mean, there's a reason Last Rites is not as beloved as Born Again. I mean, Lee Weeks did a great job on the art on that.
You're talking about the fall of Kingpin.
Yeah. It's just not as good a story as Born Again. Although, to be fair, Born Again is a masterpiece. Yeah, I do see the Quesada. Is there an action scene where...
give me a moment. I'll get it. Hold on. Oh, by the way, his Black Widow, I love this. He leaves her with the baby that he was given and is told, you might want to check the diaper. I couldn't muster up the guts. Good God, I was an Avenger. She's stuck with baby duty. But here's the other thing. She was ready to have sex with him, saying couch or roof while baby was in the room.
She even took your pants, Natasha.
Now we find out throughout all this guy has infected Matt with something that made him a bit susceptible to suggestions to the point where he thinks the baby is the Antichrist.
What?
Or no, not the Antichrist, is Christ reborn. But anybody he was ready to throw it because of the manipulation. Thankfully, she was able to stop him and snap sense into him. Didn't when Karen showed up and said she may have AIDS.
What the fudge?
But of course, we never find out if she did or not because of what happened. But yeah, all of this. Okay, do you know who the big villain of the story was?
It's not Bullseye?
Bullseye is involved with this. Oh, first of all, there's his mother. Daredevil's. He tried to read this book. I marked my place. We have a deal. A classic. Brian Johnson. Awesome. Walt Flanagan. Spellbind Tale. Scott Mosier. Too many words, man. J. ... Bob. Oh, first of all, I love this. Look at Strange here. Kept in the shadows. But then we're about to see Mephisto in his more demonic form.
Mephisto just sucks, okay?
But I gotta say, I like this design.
Yeah, I mean, the design's fine. It's just like...
But I also love it though. Like, now, I'm no literary major, but I'd say the texts indicate a far different manifestation of the so-called Redeemer than as a human infant. Wouldn't you, my inquisitive friend of strange? My God, he's right. Biblically, the Savior has to come back as he left. A man. And of course, like, how could he have been so blind? He knows. As he taunts him. Oh, but yeah, this is the attack on the church. And I love this with Bullseye, how Karen is ready to try to pull fast one, picks up his gun, and then it's like, first rule in the cleaning business, never discard a loaded weapon. I only brought one bullet, lady. How do you think I got the name? And then I'll give him back Red his club.
I disapprove.
But then you want to know who the villain is after all the manipulation?
Mysterio.
And this is one of the best Mysterio stories. Because we find out that, and this is the original Quentin Beck. He was dying of cancer from all of his smoke inhalation, breathing in the smoke. And but thus he wanted to give one final adventure. Now we get to why in a moment. I love it though. The child is kept away in a vacuum place, a vacuum chamber, and it'll die. And he only has a certain amount, so he says, listen to my rambling, and then we'll get the child. And I love it. 13 minutes left, in case you're wondering. Damn him. And basically we reveal, first of all, he actually says this is Kevin Smith's retconning of things, but basically Stan Winston, Rick Baker, all based off of his work. All based off of Beck's work. But because Beck went into being a criminal to show off his stuff, it basically, they got all the credit and he got all the infamy. But we have find out that he's dying from the cancer, but unfortunately, right as he was wanting to do a big revenge, the Clone Saga happened. And he could tell that wasn't the spider he knew. So then he thought back to the adventure that Daredevil had with him at the end of Volume 1. He then realized, we clashed once after the Avengers were thought dead. So he decided, fine, I'll do my Grandmaster stroke on him. It's going to take me a while to plan it. So while Spider-Man came back, he was already in the middle of doing everything for Daredevil. And thus, he made a deal with Kingpin and gave him $1 million to be told everything. Look at that artwork. Look at that. See why I said Quesada's up there in the upper echelon?
Yeah, I'd say he's...
So he goes through this whole big Catholic, showcase to manipulate and try and drive Matt insane. But the funny thing is, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Matt doesn't fall for it. He even thinks, I drove you mad. And then it's like, but all of it, my finale. And it's like, you are, the supernatural invading, you did it. Try to drive me insane, Kingpin did it better and better. And he said, you're a human Xerox at best. And that's all he needed to say to stop him. But then, I stole this one from Craven. This is when Quentin Beck was dead. Did you know that?
No.
He was dead for quite a while, dude. Even during Peter David's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, he came back as a Revenant. It wasn't until Nick Spencer's run that he came back to life. That's how long Beck was dead. But yeah, so I bring that all up because I don't have that many other Daredevil stories to go over, by the way. But so, yeah, here's a question for you. How would you do Daredevil's final story? One, would you give him a happy ending or no?
Well,
does he deserve a happy ending, all things considered? Or does it fit the character to give him a happy ending?
part of me wants to give him a happy ending because nobody else is giving him a happy ending, but I
He's a
understand why no
tragedy.
one's. I mean, that is kind of his thing. He's so flawed as a character that it's hard to giving a happy ending that seems true.
Yeah. Because really, after everything his life has been through, so much tragedy and everything, I don't say he doesn't deserve a happy ending, but at the same time, it's hard to justify it. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
That's
I
yeah.
think if you so this is tricky. So I could see you giving Matt a happy ending as part of a really big project. I couldn't see
Right.
it as like
A
a
solo
mini series.
story.
Well, I mean, so Tom King,
Mm-hmm.
he gives Bruce a happy ending. I think. I mean, as
With
happy
Batcat,
ending.
with Batcat.
No, I mean in the annual, he dies
Oh yeah.
surrounded by his family.
Oh, you're right. True. But the fact that that was a slow death, if you go by the fact that he was infected as far back as his youth with phosphorus.
But like, he still got 40 years with Catwoman, and he was
True.
surrounded by his family. Like
And a daughter.
that's the happiest I think you can get for Batman.
True. But I do feel a little bittersweet given what happens with Selina afterwards.
Well,
Especially
supposed to be
her death.
bittersweet.
Especially her death.
I mean,
Getting shot by just some mugger.
she didn't have a whole lot to live for anymore.
True. But I didn't like the implication that she didn't love him as much as he loved her, but she knew he needed her.
I
did not like that implication.
I could definitely see you reading that, but that's not how I read Batcat. I mean, I read Batcat as she loved him and needed him, because afterwards, all she has left is death. It's not like she really lived for anything.
But here's the other problem, and it's similar to what Tom King's done with Wonder Woman. Too much reliance of the hero needing the love interest. I mean, come on, look at what's been going on with Diana and Steve.
I definitely think
it's ridiculous.
I mean, I like it because I really like Diana and Steve, but I do think that it's the same.
Statue with Diana laying like this on his arms on Paradise Island.
Man, Sovereign killed him. It was sad, okay?
But on the Amazons made a statue, not a bust, a full statue to a man with their princess being a trophy wife on it.
I mean, it's supposed to be Pieta, okay?
It's not. No, Pieta would be not leaning on him.
It's the same emotional impact with a romantic.
But you get my point, though. You still get my point. Too much reliance. Like Batman was becoming such a huge mess because Catwoman stood him up at the altar.
I think
he gets Clovis right, but he doesn't get the others right.
I think that it's not just because Catwoman left him at the altar. I think that the manipulations start before the run starts because Catwoman being on death row, I think is supposed to have put Bruce way out of whack.
Fair enough.
And so it's basically this huge amount of manipulation that culminates in the bait and switch.
Fair enough. You get why though people would take issue still because it feels like Batman is what's the word?
Codependent.
Yes.
I think that is a tendency with how King writes relationships. I don't disagree. I think that if you're willing to work with that and you're willing not to lean into that, it's still. I still enjoy the run, both.
I enjoy the run overall. I do. Even current with Wonder Woman?
Yes.
With the Mouse Man constantly repeating everything necessary.
Well,
The artwork could have done it just as well.
I think that this is a two issue arc that's being stretched out longer than it needs
I
to
will
be.
say this. And also, do we really need a January 6th reference?
That's why I think it didn't need to be.
Now, I will just say this. If it wasn't for the Trinity mini finally having people call out adult Trinity, I would have been so fed up with adult Trinity being like, I'm right, everyone knows I'm right, and she's treated like she is right.
Yeah, I think that's. I'm hoping that the Trinity mini will be.
Well, she's already being called out. She's already being called out.
Right. But I also am hoping that the Trinity mini will give us an ability to have Trinity.
Oh, well, she's already born.
Yeah, but
why did Diana bring her to a battlefield?
Because that's just fun. Come on.
It's stupid.
I mean, it's the same reason that pregnant Catwoman was climbing and fighting criminals.
At least with Dark Knight 3, she knew she couldn't trust her son with the other the more militant feminist Amazons who would have killed him just because he was a boy. At least that had an excuse. Was Dark Knight 3?
No, I'm just trying to think.
But here, there's no excuse for her to bring the baby to this war zone. Also, since when has the Justice League ever been?
It's funny. Come on.
Dude, with how King's been writing things, he's not doing this for laughs.
No, I think he is.
Well, here's the other thing. Why? Since when is the Justice League catering to the UN?
Remember that King thought that Penguin being married to an actual penguin was funny.
Okay, but what about the other thing I said? Since when has the Justice League kowtow to the UN? Especially when Wade did not set that up at all.
I mean, this is the same basic thing that Rucka tends to do. Both Rucka and King love to try and blend.
Rucka at least explained it more.
Did he, though?
Okay. His earlier run did. Before he got to, I have to shove my politics in. Because you know that's a fact. Did I tell you that?
What?
Okay. You know how when he did Adventures of Superman, and he wrote Lois, it was actually a fair, balanced Lois, being a good reporter. Didn't care about the politics. Then when he did the Lois Lane mini, it was basically, she's a reporter. Of course she's a leftist.
Well, my problem with Lois Lane and the Lois Lane mini is she turned into Jim Acosta. She's not just a reporter, she's a bad reporter.
Yeah, but dude, he was writing it like, of course she's a leftist. Doesn't matter if she was raised by a military brat. She's a leftist because she's a journalist. And I asked someone who worked with him, and here's why. After you know who got elected the first time, he realized, I cannot play both sides. I have to shove my politics in. Otherwise, the wrong side is going to win out.
Look how that turned out for him, though.
I mean, he's doing still some good. Like I'm excited for this.
In terms of achieving his desired political end.
I agree. But well, technically, they lost the first time.
Yeah, and then they came back.
That's true, but you get my point, though. The fact is that Rucka is no longer. It's more political now, and I'll be honest. I think something similar happened with Phil Jimenez.
I think it's possible. I think a lot of comic
especially the fourth thing of, Donna's birth father is gay.
Yeah. Well,
where did that come from?
I mean, so I still like a lot of what Rucka writes.
So do I. Hey, I'm loving the Cheshire Cheetah book.
Yeah, that's fun. I really like the Ford.
I think DC is better at keeping a leash on their writers for the most part. The exception was when Bendis was around, and those around him got a free ride.
Yeah, I think that's it's a very fair assessment of what happened there.
Yeah, Bendis basically was immune to editorial, and I think he shared it with his fellow writers. But once he left, the leash is back on, with some exceptions.
Yeah, in general, I'd say so.
Although, I think, who's become one of my favorite writers recently? Nicole Maines.
Really?
Because she actually took everything Tom King had set up, and actually
Tom King or Tom Taylor?
Tom Taylor, and actually took it to a logical progression Taylor would never have done. For one,
that's impressive.
She said in issue 1, this was a villain origin story. It was for Jay. Right. Jay is, and it's also the logical progression of what happened with Jay ever since Dream Team when his mother died.
So they
broke up. They broke up.
No, I heard that, but are they gonna like have? Because I heard there was like a tree, like a what is it? A triangle with Dreamer and John.
Kind of more on her side, and John respects her, but it could go that way. But yes, there was a bit of a triangle. He could go with her, which I'd be for. I prefer those two.
Well, Dreamer at least isn't one of the most obnoxious stereotypes.
No, she definitely is not. In fact, that's one thing Nicole Maines has said constantly. She wants her to be a character first, and her being trans to almost be non-existent except as a little factoid.
Right. No, I appreciate. It's like
this is the thing. Trans people can be people.
Foremost, and trans is just part of her background.
It's like Batwoman. She's a superhero that happens to be a lesbian, as opposed to the show who made her a lesbian superhero.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you know what happened here? Waller, all of her knowledge taken out of her brain.
Really?
On a USB that Jay has.
Okay.
And Jay finds out all of the America financed and encouraged the attack on Gamora.
Wait, Gamora?
Or what? The country from Wildstorm that got folded over in Tom Taylor's run.
Oh, in the Suicide Squad run he did?
No. In his Superman, Son of Kal-El story run.
Oh,
Henry Bendix.
I only read like two.
With Henry Bendix.
Right.
But yeah, Jay's mom was the original ruler, and she was put back in power. Then when Waller took over, Dream was on the team. They killed his mom.
Oh.
And then after that, he just found out the America backed it, and now he was asking John, "Can help me? We need to overthrow the country. It's the only option." And John's like, "I can't do that, dude. Then I don't know you. I never knew you." Which I think, Nicole Maines was learned under Taylor. I think she looked at everything and realized, you made a villain. But now here's what I think. I think Taylor's original plan was probably to have John loosen, help out, make Jay a better person. But after what happened in Dream Team, it was railroaded. Like he was on a one-way path.
Yeah, wasn't Dream Team during the absolute power?
Led right into it.
Yeah.
And I also love this. Listen to this. Can I remember? Dreamer was part of the team that killed his mom.
And was that mind control or just blackmail?
Oh, blackmail.
Okay.
But here's what she ends up saying to him. Why can't we could have been friends? You'll never be my friend. My mother is dead because of you. Newsflash, when Amanda gave that order, I had already turned on her, and it nearly killed me. When I saved Superman from her monster when the Fortress of Solitude blew up, it did kill me. So what else do you want me to do? Stay dead.
That is, honestly, that's really good villain writing. Like, it's sympathetic, but it's also evil.
Oh yeah, and then of course, saying how God, John, don't you see? Your country paid to turn you into a state-sanctioned monster. It's irredeemable. The only thing to get better is to tear it down and build something new. Look at how afraid of you they are. It's because they know you can do it. They know that together nothing can. Stop it, Jay. Just stop, please. You're out of control. I understand you're hurt. I am too. But we cannot let our pain. How dare you? You tell me about my pain. You're asking me to overthrow an entire country, Jay. Wouldn't it be our first time? That's different. Why? Because this time it's your home. This time the battlefield.
What country did John overthrow?
Gamora, to take it back from Bendix.
Oh, okay. How many people are in Gamora?
It's a small island country.
So we're talking maybe
a couple thousand, a million or so. But yeah, why? Because this time it's your home. This time the battlefield isn't halfway across the world where you don't have to look at it. Jay, you know that's not what then you really aren't who I thought. No, Jay, wait. Goodbye, Superman. I don't believe in you anymore. But here's the other brilliant part. At the beginning of this issue, John is talking about how great things used to be until the stuff was Ultraman, and he said, I want things to go back to normal. And then at the very end, so basically a lot like what the fans have said, like, go back to normal. And then at the end, he says, I don't care anymore about Checkmate, Amanda, any of it. I was fighting so hard so things could go back to normal, but there's no normal to go back to. Maybe there never was. Or maybe this pain and heartbreak is our normal, and resistance was always futile. I'm just the last to know.
That's John?
Yeah.
That's dark for a Superman.
I think this is a case where she realized no, he's never resolved his issue. In fact, I think he treated Jay as a cope.
I mean, I could see that.
But he didn't realize the bad in Jay, and Jay probably thought, we're on the same side, bro.
Yeah.
That
was my problem with Jay the whole time, is he acted like you can just date and be with Superman without
being all this horrible stuff. You know, Batman said he's not a good person, and Jay's like, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you really think about it, Nicole Maines looked at it and realized it's built under false thoughts, false misunderstandings.
That's really clever writing, honestly. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and my only problem is, you know what the next project she's working on? A Justice League book co-written by the writer who created Galaxy and did the Hawk Girl book.
Oh, Jedzia, oh gosh.
I hope she has more control over it than her.
What is the next book?
A Justice League book that has Galaxy in it.
Okay.
And Dreamer, of course.
So we're gonna have Justice League Unlimited and one other Justice League book?
No, two others. We also have Justice League Red coming out.
Oh, right, Red. That Red book looks so weird. Like, why is everything red?
I know. But yeah, the person that's going to be involved on the team is going to be Galaxy, Dreamer, Star Sapphire, Green Arrow, and Adam Strange. So they're not going for a queer team.
That is a weird team, though.
But I think it's going to be Justice League Galaxy or Galactic.
Or Cosmic or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But you get what I'm saying. But you see why I said I really like Nicole? Because she's done that.
No, I do see what you're saying.
She's done such great. Yeah, she's done great writing, and the fact that, like I said, she has been very upfront saying, I don't want her being trans to be a part of who she is, or it'll be her main driving force. It's a part of who she is, but to the point where there's in the first issue, Dreamer's having surgery. Nicole Maines said it was bottom surgery, but nowhere in the book is that made clear.
Okay.
So if you didn't read the interview, you wouldn't have known. You could have thought it was any other surgery.
Sure.
I still remember Wes making a big deal about it. It's like, dude, they don't even bring it up.
Yeah. Like
I said, though, I think they're finally figuring out what to do with John now. I think because they've been avoiding it for so long, I think Nicole finally decided someone has to get the ball rolling.
Well, is John going to be on this Justice League team too?
No.
Where's he going next?
I don't know, but if she's co-writing the Justice League book, maybe she's going to do a John book.
Yeah, maybe. Because honestly, John being a cosmic Superman would also fit.
Mm-hmm. But still, though, I'm looking forward. I feel she has become one of my new favorites. She is right up there with like a guaranteed buy, like Jeremy Adams, Joshua Williamson, and the like. What?
PKJ?
Phil K. Johnson and Mark Waid.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Because those are my guaranteed buys. Kelly Thompson is getting up there.
Okay.
Was her Wonder Woman?
One of these days I'll have to break my pettiness against the absolute universe. But
I will say this. Jason Aaron, I'm still weary on. I'm still worried that he's going to one day blow up. You know what I mean?
Did he finish Off-World?
No. Off-World? Yes, he did finish that. You want to go over that in the future?
Sure. I got halfway through that. I can't remember if I finished it.
We can go over that, but yeah. Anyway, I gotta start wrapping up, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, it was good having you on. But yeah, if you were to give it a 1 out of 10, what would you give it?
7.5. 7.5
Seven
out of
and
10.
Yeah, and good. Yeah, I would agree with that. Was it perfect? No.
No.
But if this is what to be Charles Soule's final word on Daredevil, I can't think of a better one.
Yeah. I would love to see a Wade
Oh yeah, see Wade do his take.
doing a Daredevil at the end. I mean, who else would I like to see? Not really Miller.
Kevin Smith?
Um
No, Brubaker.
Yeah. Brubaker.
Yeah, to be fair, I think the end of his run could have counted as the end.
Okay.
I think the end of his run could have counted as the end. You know, with Matt, yeah. But yeah. So, by the way, you know what I'm going to be covering right after I'm done with you?
What?
I'm continuing my Peter David Supergirl run. It is so good.
Yeah, people really like that run.
Do you know how much focusing on LGBTQ there was in it?
No.
A lot.
Interesting.
Also, there's an issue where she ended up defending the right of a white supremacist to speak because it's the whole notion of you can't just be specific just because you don't like what they say.
Yeah. Well, that's when people understood that it was still a minority position, and I still think it is a minority position. But
Oh wait! I just realized I got to wrap up first. So
yeah,
we're still talking. So see you later, guys. Tune in for the 600th lesson.
woohoo!
As we find out who watches the Watchmen.